Welcome back to Pelangi 21. Today I will show you a 2019 German drama film titled Orpheus Song. Philip and Ennis are two best friends. They regularly exercise together in the same gym. Philip is obsessed with building a muscular body. Sometimes Philip sends photos of the progress of his body to Ennis. Apart from spending time with Philip, Ennis also likes spending time with his girlfriend Christina. Later that day, Philip takes part in a quiz to win a trip to Greece. Ennis helps Philip in his job interview practice. He also takes Philip to his job interview, but he leaves him because he is going to accompany Christina's photo session. Later, Philip tells Ennis that he is accepted to work there. While they are at the gym, Philip gets a message that he won a trip to Greece. He invites Ennis to come with him. At first Ennis refuses, with the excuse that he is too busy. But in the end, after Philip forces him, Ennis decides to come along. They arrive in Greece and immediately have fun on the beach. Then they check into their hotel. The two of them go around the city and visit tourist attractions. They still go to the gym even though they are on vacation. The next day, Ennis plans a trip for the day, while Philip is distracted with a woman. Philip tells Ennis that he wants to open a supplement store, and he hopes Ennis will become his salesperson. Ennis isn't sure about that. That night Ennis decides to sleep, but Philip meets again with the woman he saw this morning. He goes to a bar and flirts with her. Later, a man goes into Ennis and Philip's room to beat Philip, telling him not to disturb his wife. Philip goes to the receptionist to report the man, but the receptionist doesn't understand his explanation. Ennis tries to calm Philip down, and tells him to go back to their room. The next day, Philip complains again to the receptionist about yesterday's incident, but the woman and her husband had left the hotel. To liven up the atmosphere, Ennis invites Philip to go back into the room and plan a hike with him. Sometimes Philip looks at Ennis and he tries to tease him jokingly. In the scorching sun, they begin their hike through the wilderness. On the way, Philip looks so tired. Ennis suggests to go back, but Philip still tries to continue their journey. They arrive at Pelangi. They sleep in an abandoned building, and continue their journey in the morning. They are lost and do not find any villages. Philip blames Ennis for reading the map. Frustrated and hungry, the two of them start blaming each other and fighting. Suddenly a man appears out of nowhere, carrying a ukulele. Philip and Ennis stop fighting, and try to ask the man for directions. The man introduces himself as Hercules. However, he cannot speak English very well, but he tells them to follow him. He takes them to a cave and offers them a drink. They are drunk and asleep. When they wake up, they realize that Hercules had robbed them and took all the money they had. They continue the journey. They arrive at a waterfall and have fun there. As they continue their journey, they find some fruit to eat. Philip has repeatedly shown a pessimistic attitude, that they will not reach the village. Before long, they arrive at the beach and decide to swim. They are playing around, and Philip pushes Ennis into the sand. Ennis tells him to get out of the way, but Philip suddenly kisses him. Ennis also returns the kiss and they make love on the beach. The next day, they continue their journey and manage to return to the hotel. But after what happened yesterday, Ennis treats Philip coldly. He doesn't talk to him. Even on the plane, Ennis tries to avoid Philip by changing seats. When they arrive back in Berlin, Ennis immediately leaves Philip. Philip just feels strange about Ennis's attitude. Ennis continues to avoid Philip. He refuses to pick up the phone from him. Ennis also cancels his gym membership. One day, Philip tries to meet Ennis. He asks why he avoided him. Ennis reasons that he is busy. Then Ennis says that he is late to go to campus and leaves him. Philip feels disappointed to have lost Ennis as his best friend. He decides to apply for a job in Greece and leaves Berlin forever. Ennis deletes Philip's photo from his phone. Christina finds it strange that Ennis now rarely spends time with Philip. She teases him, and says that she doesn't find it strange if Philip and Ennis were in a relationship. One day, Philip calls Ennis asking to come to the park. Philip then reveals that he had been accepted to work in Greece. Ennis thinks that Philip had lied to him. So Philip shows him the plane ticket leaving that day. They embrace as if they don't want to lose each other. Ennis finally realizes his feelings for Philip. He decides to follow Philip to Greece. He apologizes to Christina and tells the truth. When Ennis arrives at the airport, he is reunited with Philip who has been waiting for him. A very simple and charming film that combines the metropolitan city of Berlin with the magical landscapes of Greece. Lost in the middle of the wilderness, the sexual tension between Ennis and Philip escalates into heated romantic passion. Their relationship suddenly turning into a physical relationship was unexpected, because they had not shown that they had feelings for each other. Maybe it would be better to add romantic scenes while in Greece. The reason is that the chemistry between these two men feels a bit awkward. This doesn't look like two best friends who have feelings for each other, but rather like two strangers who have just met. The good thing about this film is the beautiful scenery and the hot scene on the beach. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, and turn on notification.